Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at Coin, because we're starting to see some moves. So let's hop in. So guys, right now, Bitcoin is trading at just barely below $43,000, trading at $42,986, up about 1.7% on the day. But something that I want you to pay attention to here is that the altcoins are starting to move significantly. Bitcoin dominance just broke below 50%. When you exclude stablecoins, it's more so like 51.93%, but just barely, it's breaking down, barely below 50% when you include stablecoins. A lot of this liquidity is moving into these altcoins, guys. You're starting to see, I think, kind of this meme coin season coming to an end. We're starting to see that liquidity slowly move into some of these blue chips like Matic, Solana. We're starting to see some of these guys catch up. And something that I want to point out as well is Ethereum up 6% on the day. Ethereum has been lagging behind, but really that's just how Ethereum that's how Ethereum goes. It lags behind, and usually towards the end of the cycle, within the cycle, is the money flows into Ethereum. Ethereum makes a big breakout, and you see some altcoin season action happen, and then there's a little bit of a pullback or some consolidation. But be patient, guys. This is a good thing. I'm happy to see that some of this money flow is actually starting to flow back into these blue chips, out of these memes and into some coins that actually have a product. But it's nice to see that, and this is just part of the cyclical nature. You can make tons of money trading meme coins, but it definitely is very risky. And something that I said over on Twitter, you can follow me at 333 Blacksea, is I said a few days ago that it's fun to be at the party, just don't be there when the lights turn on, because when the lights turn on, if you're caught there and nobody else is, and you start looking around, nobody else is there, and you haven't taken profits, you're probably going to get wrecked. And that's exactly what happens. But I've been taking the majority of my profits out into Ethereum because Ethereum is lagging behind, and it does need to catch up. It definitely needs to catch up to Solana and to Matic, Link, all these bigger market cap coins. The big blue chips. You could call them blue chips if you want. It's funny that we've given that name to them like a blue chip stock, but I mean they've really, some of them have really proven the test of time. I mean, Solana has made it out of the $8 lows, and the FTX tarnish on it. It's made it out of there, and it's a success story. Hopefully, it continues to be a success story. I believe it will be. But a lot of these have proven the test of time, and they really have earned that title of being called a blue chip. Maybe not a blue chip asset, but a blue chip coin inside cryptocurrency. But let's take a look over at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now is trading just barely below 45,000. I expect sideways price action here leading up till January 10th, this big Bitcoin spot ETF news. I will say that I have been noticing that the mainstream media has been pushing quite significantly that they've been signaling that the Bitcoin spot ETF is going to be approved. Now, take that however you want to take that, but it could be a good thing or a bad thing. But there's definitely a chance that it doesn't get approved, and it's definitely a chance that before January 10th is when you see the approval or the rejection. But until then, I'm really expecting in the first quarter of 2024 probably either a breakout to the upside or it becomes a sell the news event on January 10th for the Bitcoin spot ETF. But after that, sideways price action. It really depends if we sell off or make a breakout to the upside. If we make a breakout to the upside in early January, then I expect another leg up, obviously. But and maybe consolidate between there and 45K. But if it is a sell the news event, be prepared for some considerably long consolidation, I think, until maybe quarter 2 or quarter 3 of 2024 before we can really be, quote unquote, off to the races, if you will, after the halving, which is about 2-3 months away now at this point. Time has flown by, guys. This cycle has been moving, and it's been exciting. This has caught a lot of people off guard. This bounce and this continuation. People have been calling for pullbacks for a while for that last little wick, but maybe we don't see that, or maybe we see that come January 10th with this Bitcoin spot ETF approval and or rejection. I have to keep saying and or rejection because just because the mainstream media is starting to push that it's basically passed and approved, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, that could be a way to trap a lot of players and to take your money, especially if you're trading on a shorter term time frame. But that's not my strategy. But everyone should have their own strategy, and they should follow it, whatever makes you the most money. I'm not a financial advisor, but I put my money where my mouth is, and I definitely have been taking some profits out of these meme coins, putting it into Ethereum, and even some into USDC. I know that might sound crazy. I'm not exiting any of my blue chip spot altcoin bags, but these meme coins definitely I'm starting to really exit out of here. I still have my moon bag of bonk because I think that bonk has a very good opportunity to shine come peak FOMO and hype in this upcoming hype cycle when Bitcoin starts to make a stab at its new all-time high. But everything else, I'm starting to consolidate down a little bit. So let's take a look over at CROcoin because CROcoin right now is playing with our favorite level at about 10 cents at 0.0992 cents, trying to break above it. I mean, guys, you know the drill here. It's just banging on this support and resistance level. It can't make its mind up if it wants to be support or resistance. It's basically been resistance for the majority of the time. But guys, be patient. I've been talking about moving profits into coins that need to catch up, and a perfect example is CROcoin. CROcoin is lagging behind, but I will say that I don't know if I necessarily would want to move my profits into CROcoin now. I have a pretty large bag, but the main reason why I say I don't really want to move profits into it, even though it's lagging, is because, to be quite frank with you guys, CROcoin doesn't really like to move until there's like max hype in the market. I mean, when you zoom back, when we made a stab at $1, that was peak bull market. November, December 2021. That was peak bull market, guys. That was it was after Bitcoin reached its previous all-time high at about $69,000. And it takes time. And until then, I expect sideways price action with minimal moves to the upside until we get to a very, very big price target of Bitcoin when Bitcoin makes a stab at its previous all-time high. So CROcoin's not my go-to right now to take my profits into. But that being said, I also want to say in a previous video I had a couple weeks ago, I talked about how it's very important not to be a singular coin maximalist, they call it. Like if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, you won't buy any other coins except for Bitcoin. Or if you're a CROcoin maximalist, you only buy CRO. I think it's a very, very dangerous game to play, guys. Very, very dangerous game to play. I'll give you from my experience, back in 2016, I bought a ton of a token called Neo. And Neo was the Chinese Ethereum killer. That's what it was labeled as. And it performed very well. But I was buying throughout the bear market, and, it didn't perform well the next cycle. It didn't even break 50% to its previous all-time high. And its all-time high was about $200, and then the following cycle, it only reached about $30, guys. $30. And you need to protect yourself from those moves because that is very, very possible. You need to really, really think about not putting your eggs all in one basket unless it's a clear winner. And I know CROcoin sounds like a clear winner, and I know that it's going to perform well. I know that when the hype comes, it's going to do one of these where it just goes up 300, 500% in the span of a week or two. I know that will happen. But also doing that, saying I know, is a dangerous game to play. You need to diversify your investments, guys. But like I said earlier in this video, that everyone's strategies should be different. Do what works out best for you. Do what makes you the most money, and what works best for your psyche, because trading is a lot of psychology with yourself. It's a war against yourself. It can be very, very tricky fighting greed and fighting fear and emotion. But guys, if you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Be patient. There's a lot of exciting things going to happen around this corner. January 10th is coming in about 13, 14 days here to see this Bitcoin spot ETF news. But yeah, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. Also, feel free to check out some awesome referral links we have down below. We have a $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex, $8,000 sign-up bonus to BitGet. All you got to do is go below this video, click the link, open an account, deposit, trade a little bit. You can get some money. These exchanges want to reward everybody, and they want to get you on their platform because they know the hype and liquidity is coming back to the market, so take advantage of it. But that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be patient. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.